What's up, Wolverines? I'm Jonathan Barturin.
And I'm Eduardo Poleo, and let's get into our news for today. Halloween magic took over the parking lot with Trunk or Treat. From monster trick-or-treating and fun-themed cars to games, students from Great Height Academies gathered on campus for a morning filled with Halloween. But it's not just about the treats. It's a chance for the community to come together, show off their Halloween spirit, and create memories. Andres Pinto was there.
Trick or Treat is an event hosted by Belen Jesuit where juniors have the ability to give those with disabilities the chance to go trick or treating within the safety of the school while also having to enjoy the fun of Halloween.
Trunk or Treat is a grade level event for juniors that involves dressing up your car, making it Halloween friendly, to host just a fun morning of Halloween for our guests who are from schools for kids with special needs. So the kids that are coming here, we're extending to them, another safe space in our community where they can feel welcomed and that, just have fun together with our guys.
My name's CJ Frangie, and I'm dressed as a lobster. My favorite part about Trunk or Treat is honestly making the kids happy, because I know that they can't regularly do this on Halloween. So we, as a school and a community, we're able to give them the time. Even though it's hot, it's still a great time. We're able to give them the time to trick or treat with our students. And I'd say my favorite part is honestly just seeing the smiles on their face and how happy they get when you're just hanging out with them, having fun with them.
I think as a whole, it really lifts your spirits. This is the kind of event that brings out the best in our guys, and there's just like a softening of us in that day. We're all just so engaged, and we have so much fun because it is an incredible amount of fun for everyone involved. But it also teaches us how to be a more welcoming, inclusive, and compassionate community, I think. So, it's a spectacular day for everyone involved because of that.
I'm Andres Pinto with WBLN, signing off.
Thank you, Pinto. Today we bring you an inspiring story of a young sailor making waves in the world of competitive sailing. Let's meet Alex Ferreira, a sixth grader who recently earned a spot on the U.S. national sailing team. Our reporter Tony Frangie brings us a story.
At just 11 years old, Alex Ferreira is already making a name for himself in the sailing world. His passion for the sport started early, and now he's reaching new heights. Sailing is a challenging sport demanding focus, balance, and courage, all qualities Alex has shown since day one.
I'm Alexander Ferreira. I'm 11 years old. I'm in sixth grade, and my favorite hobby is to sail. I wanted to try it out when I was about 6, and it looked kind of fun, and I just stuck with it since then. The biggest challenge for me right now is heavy wind, because I'm really small and light, and I've been training to hike so I could keep the boat flat instead of tilts. I try to do all my schoolwork as soon as possible, and I study for any tests I have, and then I go to sailing.
I got more nervous when the weather was bad and they were out there sailing. But no, when they came back with confidence, I was like, okay, they're good. He's adjusted really well, and I'm sure it has a lot to do with his work ethics for sailing. Sailing takes a lot of work ethics. I would say my proudest moment, probably in Paraguay, at the beginning of the school year. He qualified in team trials. He won that regatta in San Francisco, and that had him qualify for South Americans in Paraguay, representing the USA. And he placed third, which was the youngest sailor ever in the United States to place so high in an international regatta.
Summer camp, they picked the kids. They said these kids should try sailing because he really liked it. But from that first day that he jumped on a boat, he just felt comfortable taking off and captaining it, I guess. Sailing is kind of him on his own in that sense. He's out there on a boat on his own. So our support is, the parent support comes in and getting him to practice, getting organized, arranging our schedule so that we can get them to the regattas on time. That whole excitement before they go out, that part is nice for us to see.
Hello, how are you? My name is Javier Figueroa, coach here for the Key Biscayne Yacht Club, and I'm also a national coach for the Puerto Rican team. Technically wise, he stands up against the sailors from his same age. We have always tried to develop his technique, and it's something that he's being really developing in the last few years.
Joining the sailing team is just the beginning. With new goals on the horizon, Alex is ready to tackle any challenge the sport throws his way.
Follow your dreams, never give up, and to work as hard as you can every day.
Florida voters are facing major decisions this election season as they can cast their ballots on Amendment 4. This amendment has sparked significant discussions across the state. Alec Hurtado sat down with the Archbishop of Miami to talk about why this vote is so crucial for the Catholic community.
With voting season around the corner, a pivotal issue that's stirring strong opinions across Florida, Amendment 4, a proposal that could reshape the state's approach to abortion rights. As voters prepare to weigh in, one of the most influential voices in this debate is the Archdiocese of Miami. With its long-standing pro-life stance, the Archdiocese is mobilizing its effort to sway public opinion, leading the charge on moral and religious grounds. Today, we'll take a closer look at the amendment and how the Church's involvement is impacting the conversation ahead of the vote.
Well, for 2,000 years, we've consistently taught that abortion is a grave moral wrong because it's the taking of an innocent life. And we've taught that, again, consistently from the beginning of our existence as Jesus Christ founded the church. This amendment is very important because, for 50 years we had Roe v. Wade, which was a imposition of the courts legislating from the bench that did away with all abortion restrictions in the country. When it was reversed in Dobbs about 2 years ago now, we saw this was a moment where the people once again could exercise their voice, and they have in some states by tightening up the laws and restricting abortion. In other states, they have made lax laws, but I think Florida is tending to be more of a pro-life state, and so we hope that we can see that on election day with a defeat of amendment.
For WBLN, this is Alec Hurtado.
Here on campus, there are many seniors getting ready to vote for the first time. Gabriel Vick went through the halls to find out why it's important or if seniors will vote.
With the election right around the corner, our question is how the young vote will affect the outcome.
This year, in order to prepare students for the upcoming election, I have chosen to teach a lesson that is usually taught later on in the year at the beginning so they can understand the different political parties that there are, not just the Democratic and Republican parties, but the third parties, as well as information about the upcoming election and who's running. I'm hoping that they will be informed about what's going on, maybe in conversations with their parents. In order to have them become more informed, I let them know that when they get their driver's license, they can register through Motor Voter, which will then send them their voter registration by the time that they turn 18. I also let them know that the presidential election isn't the only election that they can become involved in. They can also vote in the elections throughout the years leading up to the presidential election. This year, I've already had some of my former students let me know that they have voted or are planning to vote in this election.
As the excitement and the responsibility of voting for the first time gets closer, some students have mixed opinions about if they will vote at all.
Okay, so the reason I decided not to vote is because I don't feel like I'm educated enough on politics to make a decision on who should run our country.
Well, first off, I'm glad that I voted. It was early voting. I'm glad to have participated, and I think the most important issue today that's going to affect us in the future is our debt. I really wanted to vote for someone who is going to deal with government spending, and I'm glad that I did participate in the process.
November 5th is just around the corner. If you are able to, make sure to go out and vote. For WBLN, I'm Gabriel.
What's up, Wolverines? I'm Enzo Valdez, and here's your weather for today. We will be seeing a high of 85 degrees with a low of 74 and some cloudy skies. This weekend will stay in a similar range with highs of 84 and 83 and lows of 74 and 73 respectively.
What's up, Wolverines? I'm Andres Pinto, and these are your sports for today. Your Belen Jesuit Wolverines take on Killian tonight at De La Cruz Stadium at 7 p.m. Make sure to go support your Wolverines in their season closer and to go out and support the seniors in their last ever football game. Congratulations to cross country for being ranked as the 5th best team in the nation. The team is being led by Coach Frankie Ruiz and is preparing to dominate in their upcoming regional race next Saturday at South Fork High School. The varsity Wolverines soccer team opened up their preseason on Wednesday against Florida Christian. The game resulted in a 1-1 tie with Adrian Moyes scoring the lone goal for the Wolverines. Although baseball season has yet to start, there's a lot of attention on the mound. Julian Albert has more.
Big news from the pitcher's mound. Standout right-handed Belen pitcher, who's already taking his talents to new heights with his recent commitment to St. Peter's University, a Division I college baseball program. Frank Aleman has been putting in the work both on and off the field. From his training sessions to balancing academics, he's shown exceptional dedication to his dream. What has it taken to get to this point, and how did his recruiting process go?
My recruiting process kicked off in the start of the summer of last year, going into my senior year. I really try to email as much coaches as I can to get that exposure, but I didn't really get any responses, mostly just showing up to just wanting me to come to showcases, but I didn't feel like that was going to be worth my money. So I started texting coaches on Twitter and sending them videos and highlights of my games during the summer with the travel ball team and Belen. And I got a few responses and ultimately ended up getting a couple of calls from coaches and was able to move on from there and get offers. My hard work and dedication has gotten me to this point. Countless practices and workouts that have helped me build to where I am now. You know, balancing both Belen and having a private coach really helps me work hard and be dedicated to the game. Spending hours with my private coach has really helped me, come to where I am now.
Keeping up with school while shining on the baseball field is no easy task. Student athletes must excel both on and off the field.
Being a student athlete comes with both studying and performing on the field, but balancing my time at school and on the field is important to me. I have to use my time in the classroom wisely because I'll probably won't get home till late with the practice and workouts. But taking hard courses, like I do take APs and honors courses, it really helps me stay true to my task and always want me to succeed.
Reporting for WBLN, I'm Julian Albert.
Now on to the pros. The MLB season came to a close with the LA Dodgers winning the World Series in a 4-1 series against the New York Yankees. The Dodgers won on Wednesday, coming back from a 5-0 deficit to win the championship. Your Miami Heat are 2-2 on the season, with their most recent game being a loss to the New York Knicks, who are led by Karl Anthony Towns scoring 44 points and also getting 13 rebounds. The Heat might be at 500, but so far it's not looking great with aging players, but only time will tell. While that's going on, though, Jason Tatum has been lighting up the league, being a scoring monster, while averaging 30.2 points per game. That's all your sports for today. Back to the guys at the desk.
Thank you, Pinto. That's all your news for today. Remember to follow us on all socials, and remember to stay safe
and stay golden.